And many of these interventions, which I also sort of mentioned for the other sectors like textile and pulp and paper sector, the payback period was less than 2 years, less than 1 year. So it is not only beneficial from the perspective of the water resources conservation, but also from the perspective of basically financial saving. So all in all, this is a win-win situation that could be taken up, and this particular policy brief does highlight the kind of intervention specifically that could be taken up in each of these industries. What we were also able to put forth in this particular policy brief is the kind of policy interventions that are required. And we are very happy that talking about Bureau of Water Use Efficiency is something that we have been asking, recommending for years. It has now been set up. But what we are recommending is that possibly the Bureau of Water Use Efficiency should be given that sort of legal status to get these interventions implemented with some kind of legal statute. And that's something that will be very helpful in terms of scaling up the interventions by and large in the country. But there are other interventions like we feel it's very important. Dr. Dhawan mentioned about measuring water consumption. It's very important that we do water audits, regular water audits, and what we are recommending is we should have third-party mandatory regular water audits, for all the industries. And this will not only help the industries to understand and evaluate themselves over in a regular cyclic manner, but also it will spread the word around, in terms of improving their water use efficiency and emulating the kind of best practices that are there in these sectors. So we are very thankful to the Ministry and the National Water Mission to have been very kind to support this project throughout, and extending all their support and the guidance as well. And we are very thankful also to all those industries who actually were kind enough to take part in water audits on ground, and as well as contribute towards this particular policy brief. So I once again thank you all for your patience hearing and being here during this late hours of the evening. And we look forward towards your interaction and intervention further to see how we can further implement the water use efficiency sort of initiative in our country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would request Dr. Dhawan, Mr. Anshuman, and Mr. Upadhyay to come forward and launch the policy brief. Thank you so much. With this, our session comes to an end. I thank everyone who joined today's session. We'll begin the cultural evening followed by dinner shortly, so request all the delegates to proceed towards the hub and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you so much.